ESEA.
A 19-17 thriller has ended the map that is Inferno here between Cloud9 and compLexity. Overtime is the name of the game, the story itself, and we're going to try to make some sense of what just happened. And to do that, I brought in my friends in Pimp and Vendetta. Take it away, guys.
Cloud9 not performing as they should be. Let's just make that very clear from the beginning. You know, none of them are playing up to par right now. Stewie had a decent game. Automatic had a decent game. Tarek had a decent game, and I mean, decent is just the word all over the line. Skadoodle have another bad showing, and I would say compLexity, you know, playing their chance in this one. Whereas Cloud9, they're laying down right now, and seems like everyone is able to kick them.
Yeah, no, it's weird as well because you see, obviously the game gets started off on a wrong foot for them. They win pistol, get immediately anti-eco or eco'd, I guess, and from that point on, it just kind of spirals out of control until we come to, I think the situation was 2-5 or 1-5 in favor of compLexity, and then Cloud9 turned the Jets on, closed out the half to make it 10-5, and at that point you're expecting yourself to see that kind of a tempo being brought out by Cloud9 to close out the game, move on to a quick next one, and that's the end of that. Instead, it's just really poor showing, honestly, from Cloud9. Their entire CT side is very uninspired. Again, doing a lot of the same stuff that they've been doing on Inferno for the better part of, well, ever since the major. And again, you mentioned this in the previous pre-games whenever we had Cloud9 on. It's very different being the team in everybody's focus and being that team that's trying to climb up, right? Because nobody's going to aim for number 4. Like that's not how it goes. But after you win a major, you get a target on your back, and you get looked into much more. And it seems very evident that teams are figuring out how that CT side of Cloud9 is working in a much bigger way. So when you don't have the individuals performing up to the level that they did at the major or anywhere near that, then obviously there's going to be gaps.
Conclusion just is at this moment that Cloud9 is not able to handle the situation. Like, they've never won a major before, and it's probably not going to happen again within the near future. But this is the first time they won something of significance. You know, they did it in Sao Paulo, and we saw the same pattern right there. They win Sao Paulo and go missing again. Now they win the major and go missing again in that sense, and it's simply just not good enough. They need to figure out how to deal with a winning situation and you know, keep on building on layers to the game instead of just regressing to something less good after.
Yeah, and it's a terrible timing to do so as well, because they're in a real poor spot now, just overall terms of the standings.
A poor spot, just like some of you guys who have something to do this morning. Mirage is the map. We have less than 1 minute. Sum it all up for us right now, Pimp. Do it.
We've seen Cloud9 struggle a bit on Mirage, but I think this is gonna be the time. I'm gonna say Cloud9 has to win, simply just because I hope they do. Otherwise, they're gonna miss the World Finals, and that would be a shame. It's in Dallas. We need Cloud9.
Yeah, he's exactly right. It's that easy. Like, they're that good.
Yeah, he's exactly right.
No, he is.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Another crew that is exactly right, at least 99% of the time. Lauren, 100 for sure.
70.
Would be Harold and Lauren. Okay, relax.
Am I getting flamed here by the NA desk? What is that, guys?
I'm a European.
I mean,
Danish.
but you're all biased right now. You've been you're doing these North American games too long. You've all lost your minds.
You're
I'm just
not
getting
wrong.
abused.
It is getting
You know,
weird.
you actually defended Pimp earlier on, said he was a nice boy.
Why were you
He's
do
showing
that?
his true colors.
Well, how about we get into the game right now? Good luck. See you later.
Yeah.
This is definitely not live because they have a full buy on round 1. So I mean, it's exciting. We love a bit of warm up.
Lauren,
Valens is there. It's all going on. It's all going on here. We're very excited.
what way do you see this one going then, Lauren?
No, there's no good way.
There's no good way.
No. What I see eventually happening is it fades to black. It's a black and white image, and it just starts playing Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. That's what happens. I hear it already, faintly in the background.
Quite frankly,
that actually is the case. If it's Cloud9 not winning this in the nicest way, and I know it sounds very judgy and a lot of pressure for these guys, but the point is that they are the major champions. They've got a great deal of fans out in North America who desperately want to be able to see them. If they kind of fumble the ball here, this can have a huge knock-on effect in the fact that we don't see them at the offline events.
And I mean, that would be unreal.
I'm so sorry. I'm dropping
It's fine.
everything.
Yeah, no.
It's getting late.
No one's tuned in
can't
for the
use my hands.
insightful commentary anyway. Just throw stuff around. I'm sure it's all good. Okay, how have they left A open? How has Ye got here? Automatic certainly has his head screwed on, but the bomb's down on B. So really, what matters anymore? That's the real. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, Def. You know, you kind of get me a bit excited. Quick shot out of Tarek. A second. Skadoola going to answer back. That was a swift one tap, then the reload. Kind of. Now to keep pushing in. Ooh. Rush is going to be here to join him. Tag down, finished off. It is just Rush left. 1 versus 3. And he will fall to FNS. compLexity win the pistol round. And, you know, they will look to try and take flight early on here in this first half. I use a flight metaphor there.
Why?
For the reason that myself, Pimp, and Halv will have a flight at 7 o'clock. So, you know, we're kind of fine. We're kind of fine. But
Wait,
it's
what time is
all
it?
20 to 5.
So let's see, you're out of here 5:30. Yeah, you got plenty of time. Behave.
But all 3 of us have to go to the hotel first, so that's where the problem's
They'll
coming.
be
But that doesn't
fine.
matter. It's all good, and it's all for the great cause of seeing Cloud9's fate in this matchup, which I would miss a flight for any day of the week.
All right, well.
Please don't quote me on that, Rush.
We are seeing compLexity holding right now, waiting to see if there is aggression from Cloud9, which does seem to be the case. They did try and play on mid, take these Deagles up, CZs up. They do have the Scout and Skadoodle. I'm hoping we see a good game from him. Inferno's notoriously difficult to have good games on with an AWP, so I mean, as much as it sounds like we're being very harsh, you know, it is still tricky, so it'd be good to see him here. It's starting to really warm in. Good tag comes out, goes back in for the follow-up. That's the Skadoodle you want to be seeing. You felt there could have been a follow-up there towards the players starting to pour through, but 3 now remaining for the T side. A lot of damage being done and not much step towards the sites themselves, which could be an issue down the line.
Now they're pushing up into the waiting arms of Rush. Who lies down in sandwich. Do they clears Tarek's in with the backstab, and Peter's going to be able to feel that now. Rush peeks out, and his synergy between the two is perfect, just like that. Cloud9, they have returned in a fighting fashion, clawing around back. 1-1 as they tie things up with compLexity early on, and curious to see what the call is here from compLexity. It's going to be the force back. Deegs out for compLexity. FNS going to be on the CZ, and Peter with a scout. He's going to take that over here into middle. Facing off versus Stewie. That's actually enough to scare Stewie out of mid for the time being. He's going to go ahead and re-peek from connector, but then that leaves him vulnerable to FNS. Luckily enough, Automatic is over on short. Trying to work his way into a position to help on out. Def now going to go peeking in. 2 players in CT. And Rush is able to open up just like that. Man advantage taken for Cloud9 using these rifles at range, and that's where they're so effective. Rush is in with a second and a third.
Oh.
3 big kills from the man himself. Again, leaves Peter down a mid. It's all onto FNS. The brains now have to be the brawn, and instead he gets beat up by the school bully. It's Automatic to find him over in mid. $1,200 made.
Have you heard of brawn, by the way, the food? I'm pretty sure that is actually made out of brain.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm going to Google this, because I vaguely recall it. If you go to like a delicatessen or like a butcher's, they have brawn, which is
Yeah,
just
I've
like
tried
jellied
eating, like-
brain stuff. It's very gross.
I've tried eating.
Brawn.
I've tried stuff
Food?
like that. It just is terrible, you know.
Yeah, I need to see where it is. I can't spell it, so it's very tricky. Ah, here we go.
What's it made from? Drum roll.
I'm keep casting.
Okay, I'll just focus on this. It's all good. Imperative research. Tarek
Yeah.
gonna drop out there. Okay, the Glock does find some good damage, but him and Stewie are keeping the advantage in favor of compLexity.
Oh, it's
Peter,
very unpleasant.
what's it made from?
Brawn is a cold cut that originated in Europe. They only have pistols. A version pickled with vinegar is known as something else, but basically it has cheese, but meat with jelly made with flesh from the head of a calf or pig.
Ooh, it started off sounding like nice, but like it
No.
was just like cheese. I was like, okay, I can get
Yeah,
behind that.
cheese, all right. We like a bit
If
of
it
dairy.
just stopped there, I'd be game.
Very
Maybe
unpleasant.
even the cheese and no, I
Which I
can't
always
deal with
find
the
like
jelly.
brain and brawn then quite funny because in theory it's the same thing.
Yeah,
you
in,
know?
in the meat world, you know.
I often operate obviously in the meat world. For now though, we're seeing compLexity. compLexity working with a little less. Galil onto FNS. Touch less of utility. And they're going to have to make it count. Are you okay?
The meat world, of course.
The meat
You know,
world.
it's the third plane of existence. 4th plane, I don't even know. Here is a big play coming in into mid. Stewie's up in the window, and oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
He's going to get a 2.
there
He's
you go.
feeling happy with that, an automatic. Oh, he's going to go ham. He is firmly in the meat world, but yeah, no, it's not meant to be. Stewie's there to bail him out, and just like that, Cloud9 are onto a 4th.
Oh, there you go. Easily well. Don't mute your mics. It just sounds like I'm losing my mind.
No, okay, yeah.
Oh, but automatically, you felt if you had like 1 or 2 more bullets in that clip, you'd have actually got the final kill there as well. Ooh, lordy, it's kicking in. Okay, freshen up. We're going to be good. We're going to be spicy. Spicy meatball. It always comes back to meat. Jeez. 4-1. Money suffering, of course, on the T side. They need to kind of abscond from buying too much as they are down to the Deagles now. CZ to smoke on FNS. Tarek waiting with automatic here. This is nice little setup between the two. They should completely smash it, but right now you're seeing compLexity not really hurrying in any way, shape, or form here. Bombs back at spawn. They're just looking for opportune moments to do anything with. I think Harry's broken.
I'm still gone. Okay. Yeah, back into this. And compLexity, they don't have a lot of money into this right here. They've already lost Android. Not expecting much from them. Yeah, here's Tarek over in apartments. Def's been naded down, and I'm not sure Tarek is going to be ready for this. Def just on top of the sofa. Can I actually go ahead and get down from there? Tarek's gone through, and only manages to get 1. FNS is able to trade, but there is still automatic out on the platform. Going to get rid of him now, just like that. Here's Rush. It is just a bit of a farm up from him. Stewie going to finish things off, and it's a team ace for Cloud9. They'll be feeling good, feeling fresh and fancy. 5-1, and the buy can definitely come in now from compLexity.
Yep. The good purchase too. So you get the AWP out on Peter with armor, bit of utility, so he can kind of supplement himself. But Stewie's got a spawn. I want to see if he goes like just straight window, takes a fight on it. I kind of hope he does. Start to see fun things from Astralis with the preemptive Molotov to window so that they could peek it and it stops the smoke actually being in full position. Obviously not going to be the case here. Stewie's out towards short. That's so good. Automatic with the damage, and the follow-up is there. It's excellence from Stewie in the 3rd. He has just destroyed compLexity's dreams in this round. This was their big chance, their hope. They had everything just resting on this, and Stewie has absolutely none of it. What more can you ask from this man? They actually might be on for another as well, as the bomb's going all the way back around by mid. Peter holds on for now, takes down automatic, but it's a matter of Stewie, who will not stop. He doesn't know when he's done. That's 4 kills. He's even got the bomb. Peter, do you fancy your chances? Because I know I don't.
Yeah, going toe-to-toe with Stewie. Stewie 1 off the ace. If he'd seen the bomb then, he would have seen that it is gone, but I think he just missed the time to actually spot it out where it was. But he's right there. He's right in the back, and he's hungering for this kill. Peter going to start to push forward. Tarek on the van. Skadoodle now inside the site as well. You imagine there's no way back into this Peter, especially if he walks out this slowly, because Skadoodle just locking it down the angle. There is absolutely no way that he survives this if he continues. And Stewie might even get the ace. He's going to go pushing in. Peter gets tagged in, and Tarek just steals it away. He can't let Stewie shine brighter than him. And that's Cloud9 in with their 6th round. A fantastic one from Big Stu down here in mid. And what can you do if you're compLexity there? They managed to get another buy together. It's AKs across the board once again. Peter's going to be limited as a result of going for the AWP in the previous round, but they've got rifles to play with.
Come on, compLexity, dig deep. Show us what you're made of here, because I mean, you're being bullied right now. You're being broken. Skadoodle and Tarek on the AWP. Where's Tarek right now? I wonder where he is. Hold on. B. Okay. That's a new look, but why not? If he had maybe a spawn, or if you just felt it. Oh God. Oh, a second away from being on the perfect angle for that too. He goes back for it. Def actually took over that angle, so I mean, you kind of switch it around, but look, they're encouraged. Automatic starts to grin. Oh, he knows this is going to be good. They don't check on it. That's 1, that's 2. He sprays, he gets both, and there's even more coming in. He gets away with his life. How is he doing this? Stewie fell in the meantime, but I mean, this is a disaster. You have Yaster out on A. The bomb now, you can see it's hesitant. They're not sure where to go. Give him a call, give him a direction. Because at the moment, Cloud9 are running rampant.
Yeah, FNS going to be watching the top of mid. compLexity, they've fallen back. Automatic might have looked good early on, but Yay has opened up an opportunity inside of A. Skadoodle down in CT. And he'll just wait. There's 35 seconds here. They've got 2 smokes. Where do they put them? If they go down on the cross, they're going to be at the mercy of Skadoodle and his AWP. That looks to be the case. One goes in for the cross. It looks like the other's going to go to the top of stairs. So yeah, now Skadoodle emerges, and this is it. They have to just run the gauntlet. They've got nothing to deal with him. And Skadoodle, it is just a shooting range at this point. He could do so much damage. Instead, there's a gap in the smoke, and Rush is going to be able to exploit it. Skadoodle does drop Yay. There's very little time. They have to go for the bomb plot. They're going to start to get it down, but the nade does just miss. Android's given another shot at life. Now things are looking even. 2-on-2, and Automatic has to step up even bigger than he has already in this round. FNS peeks on out, tags Automatic down, finishes him off, and now it's Rush 1v2. Android wins it out, and compLexity are in with a second round. They managed to haul that one back from the depths after a very, very good start from Automatic.
What's your favourite map to cast?
Overpass.
Why?
It's just like, I love the way that it plays. I think it's got like all the best parts of like Mirage mixed with all my favorite parts of, I don't know, like Cobble. What a
like
terrible
Mirage.
comparison. I do like Mirage as well.
I also like Inferno.
Yeah, mine's Overpass Inferno. I like the pinnacle of CS, in my opinion. I kind of like Overpass as well because it's like a new map, right?
Yeah, it actually did okay considering. Like normally we've seen what Valve do with their maps. Ooh, it's been rough.
But like a lot of people don't like Cobble. I do, but like a lot
okay.
of
I can
people
see
don't.
why people don't like it, but I actually I enjoy playing it and casting it too. But C-side aggression coming out from Cloud9 in the aspect of Skadoodle putting himself towards ramp, joined by Rush, so they're going to dominate the angle down there. They could be in a little bit of trouble if Yeaster plays out, but yet to be seen. Stewie holding towards connector. Could be a pivotal piece in this, considering the bombs at the top of middle. The fight is towards B for now, but that's not really what we should be looking at. We'll see if he gets a chance. No, smoked out. He can't really get a clean look at it. Already, you can see the T side trying to take over the mid control, building up. Smoke goes in. They start to do what they can. With Cloud9 having 5 alive, there's still so many threats here, and you like when there's double AWP up to go just for sight hits, but Stewie with an unlucky tag. He actually gets taken down. You felt as though that should have been a kill, but no. FNS yet lives, and now Skadoodle in that horrible predicament. He's pinned in because Yeaster. That's the big play. He's going to be ahead of that Molotov. Might have to play out a little bit towards it, but that's fine. Android gets the job done, and Rush now. He doesn't know where they're coming from, where they're going to be going, and he just gets completely taken out by FNS. Automatic and Tarek just wondering where it all went wrong.
Yeah, where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? compLexity are in with the third. And Cloud9, much to their dismay, their money has been burnt up. Tarek can go for a famous. Skadoodle has himself an AWP, and Automatic has the Vorg dropped over. I think that was by Skadoodle. A man of few words, but many kind gestures as he drops that over. compLexity going to be sending FNS and Def over here toward this B-bomb site. Tarek lies in wait, so there's Automatic. Skadoodle peeking from connector, hasn't spotted anything with his prying eyes out into mid, and that's going to spur them on to send Stewie aggressive. Now, he's been very, very good in middle in the last few rounds, but this time, if he continues on this path to aggression and anger, Peter will almost certainly be there to, well, to kill him.
To kill him.
Yeah. I was going to try and make it really pretty, really metaphorical, but just keep it, you know, plain, simple. That's what it is at the end of the day.
Oh, I thought I had to sneeze then. It just went away. Oh.
I kind of always hate that because now it's lingering, right? Like, now you got the lingering sneeze face.
Who did the song Linger? Was it Cranberries?
Yeah, Cranberries Linger.
Yeah, big jam.
That is actually a very good song. Makes me cry. Not even kidding.
Right. I mean, we've got emotional.
Yeah, you know, we've gone everywhere. It's been a roller coaster of a game. We're already 10 rounds in. There's still so much more to give. Skadoodle
So much
knows
more to
this.
go. All right, this could be on the hand flash. It is. It's the plate. In we go. Woo! Def. Goodbye. Skadoodle. Okay, gets taken down, but that was so quick I barely saw it. Stewie leaps in. I mean, he just wants to get on the action. He just wanted to join Skadoodle in death. He was like, take me with you. I miss you. Tarek and Automatic pretty far away from the action, just trying to take back some sort of CT control, but Automatic's already got the challenger. Yeah, Yace is already in the angle. You're not going to get that one done, and Tarek kind of locked out here.
Yeah, and there's a growing beef between Tarek and the rest of the gang right now. He always seems to be the man left in these retake scenarios. And he goes down. But while it might net him an AK or something along those lines, that should be it. There's going to be a repeat in. And actually, FNS offers himself up to the gods as well. Does Tarek even survive here, though? I'm not entirely sure that he does. And now I think he's realized that too. Ooh, that is jammy. That is jammy from the jam man himself, Tarek. You know, saves the AK forward.
Why is he the jam man? Does he
don't-
like preservatives?
I don't even know at this point
What's
either.
your favourite
Why is
jam?
there Meat World?
What's your favorite jam?
My favorite jam, just like the classic strawberry.
I'm all
Or
about the
raspberry.
cherry. Oof. And you get that nice bit of cherry in there as well.
Cherry jam.
It's fantastic.
I've never even had cherry
You
jam.
need to live. Speaking of living, FNS doesn't like any of that. He wants the sweet embrace of death at 21 HP. He was almost gifted it. Not expecting it against this sort of purchase, but we've seen those pistols again and again. Like a broken record, they are deadly as hell. Tarek is your danger man, of course. He's the one with the rifle and the armor and the kit. So keep eyes towards him and see what he can create opportunity-wise down the line.
Yeah, compLexity, they've slowed right down. They're a big fan of going for these slower rounds. Smoke up towards the top of connector. Peter clearing out lower tunnels. And now looking to try and boost up. Gonna first clear out window with the peak. No one there. Not gonna follow up there with a boost just yet. They've actually been gifted that kill onto Skadoodle, so now you imagine they look to try and go on the back of this, and Stewie, he will wait. He waits ever so patiently. It's going to emerge. He's only able to get one before Def trades. Now it all falls on a rush, but we've seen him have so much success from Sandwich. In with the first. Tries to grab the AK, does manage to get it, but Def finishes him off once more, the king of the trade. And now it's Automatic and Tarek. Tarek gets the first and the second.
God.
He starts to rain down Def with the AK, and now it is just Def 1 versus 2. First is to contend with Automatic inside the site. I don't think he knows that he's there, though. He slipped on by, finds Tarek, and now it's Automatic 1v1. Def holds the plan, Automatic wins him out.
Wins him out.
That's what I meant.
Smashed it.
Yeah, just annihilated that clutch. 10 out of 10, though, from Automatic. There's a reason why they call him... there was a petition for him to change his name to Manual instead of Automatic, because he's a master with the clutch.
Did you make that up?
Just now, yeah. That was actually probably one of my finest jokes. Very poor delivery.
Yeah, like I feel in the right situation, excellent. Right now, nah.
You know,
You're like the monkey at the zoo just lobbing things at the glass, trying to get it to hit.
things.
That was, yeah, I didn't want to go specific, but flump.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
then
yeah,
the-
but you know, some of it will stick, as the
Yeah,
old
exactly.
saying goes. Some of it will stick.
I remember when I went to the zoo as a kid, a monkey did throw some items, their own items, at one of my friends,
own
and it got in
possessions.
her hair. And it was
In her
very
hair?
funny, yeah, because it was
What
like
was
a
at
metal
the
grating.
zoo?
It wasn't. It was
Just open.
No, it was
It
metal
was just a room full of
grating.
monkeys. It wasn't even
Yeah,
like a...
yeah, no. I think they just tried to put us in a zoo, and then they realised, oh, they're humans. Quite hard to tell at times, obviously, when I'm like this. Double up CT side, Tarek and Skadoodle. 7-4, closing in on the half here. Some very good individual plays coming out from Cloud9 to keep this map going at least favourably towards them. It felt as though compLexity were very much on the verge of being able to turn this into quite a favourable run, or at least bring it back very even. And Skadoodle forced up the angle. Smoke goes in, does take away the flames, but Yaster in the meantime did find Rush. So success towards A will mean that the players towards middle get a little bit worried, but Skadoodle hits a banger. Android down and out. Molotov goes in. And we'll see Cloud9 trying to control what's going on.
Yeah, compLexity setting up outside of A, ready to try and head in to this one. Skadoodle going to go ahead and slow things down with that initial incendiary out to the stairs. Peter doesn't affect him too much because now he tries to take the fight with Tarek, who resides down in CT. That's where the double AWP is currently set. And there we go. Tarek burns out Peter. Peter. Yeah, the
Pita bread burnt is always a sad occasion. You leave it in the toaster too long, then what are you going to use with your hummus? You can't just eat it with a spoon. Well, you can because it's delicious. However, Cloud9 do win the round, and we're worried about burnt pita. It's okay. We're all okay.
I actually went searching for pita bread in Copenhagen. I couldn't find any.
Did you go to the shop?
Yeah, I
over
did.
the
Like,
road? It's
on
really
the
good,
street. I mean, like,
mate, you got some pita for me.
Yeah,
I was
looking, like, just nowhere did it. I looked in like 3 different supermarkets.
The supermarket over there, I'm pretty sure does it. It's a really nice little one, actually. I was quite impressed. They have Ribena as well. Like, no European country apart from England has Ribena normally. They have Ribena. Bangers. Ooh, Def. Spoke of Ribena and the Brit got excited. He tasted that black currant. And he, he really got into it. But Tarek, all right, he likes it more. He finds 2, the bomb goes down, it's loose. And that's just not what you want.
No, I mean Tarek, he's been drinking Mountain Dew by the looks of things. He's on 3 big kills. He's very energized right now, and he's better going for more. He's on 4. It's the drink of
Tarek.
It's the drink of winners right now. And Skadoodle there finishes things off at the end. Cloud9 on to onto a 9th round, 9-4 in favour of the reigning major champions. Trace loves whenever you can get that in. So
Well, he was a Cloud9 boy, so I mean.
yeah, he's incredibly loyal. I've never heard him say a bad word about any one of these guys.
Flamer.
Here's Dewey over in middle. He's going to get smoked out straight away. And they could actually find some fantastic damage. And that's not that bad. Android's going to be feeling a little bit worse for wear. They've still got 3 players out in mid. Def flanking around and through the lower tunnels. Automatics up on short. Stewie on the top of mid. On the top of mid, by connector rather.
Close enough.
Yeah,
near middle.
almost the same, aren't they?
He's on dust too. Near B site. Working his way up Ivy.
Oh, this is like a 3rd map enters the botched
flashing
cores.
towards drop there.
Yeah, you love to see it now. Pushing in past Optimus, automatic. Gonna get 1. And the trade
We
from
should stop
Android.
this now. People are standing there going,
Yeah, no, timing was actually great though
no.
because it was Android
oh, I
who came in right when I
Bumblebee.
brought up Optimus. So here we
Close
go.
enough. Bumblebee was the best.
He was.
Starscream as well was pretty cool.
Bumblebee was everyone's favorite.
Yeah, because he was cool. Yellow.
The fact he was yellow, that's what sealed it. Just a real big fan
That's
of yellow.
my aesthetic. Ooh,
That's why I'm rooting for compLexity, of course, because they are yellow.
You mean just the T side?
At least until the second half, and then I change. Here is Skadoodle. He gets 1. Would have loved to have seen more come from him there, but it is not meant to be. And that's compLexity onto a 5th. If you're a compLexity fan or just
CS fan.
or just CS, you'll be rejoicing at this right now, 9-5, because this game shows no sign of slowing down. Buy comes in from Cloud9. It's not great. Tarek's on a CZ3. M4 was brought up.
It's like when you're walking on the high street and then someone tries to like walk past you. You both like go towards the same direction. Then you make eye contact and you go the same way. And it's like that 3-step, and you both like, nah.
What I've realised from travelling isn't like European countries. That just isn't like that. Actually, it isn't actually that awkward. But like as British people, to us, it's like
horrible.
the worst. Like
It,
the
like, makes you
physical
wanna-
worst thing.
I found out though, if you just don't make eye contact, people generally like move correctly. It's when you make eye contact, they're like, I
You
don't know
put
what
too
you want
much
to do.
thought into it,
Exactly.
yeah.
Like you start like anti-stratting people's walking paths. Cloud9 with 2 big kills to begin with, though. This kind of puts this round in a really good stead. Peter, FNS, and Android looking for any opportunities to kind of get into these sites, and they haven't been gifted that sort of start that they've had before that has really created so many chances.
Yeah, Tarek going to pick up Android there, and now it's FNS and Peter left. They're going to go ahead and boost FS up the window. He's able to find Stewie, but surely gets nothing else done here. Skadoodle going to drop FNS, and now it is just Peter left. 1v4. Knocks on their door, Rush goes down, and Peter's back in with a second. Okay, that is absolutely phenomenal. Can he get 3? He can get 3, Peter! This is absolutely incredible. Now down to a 1v1. And how is this for some energy in your 5 a.m.? But Automatic cancels it all out. He wins out in the clutch. And Cloud9 are back here with a 10th. But what an effort. What a couple of shots those were.
In your 5 a.m. What is that?
I meant to in you at 5 a.m. But like, I really tripped over the words. You know, it's really getting tricky.
I was like, what is my 5 a.m.? Why is he there? God.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's all gone a bit Pete Tong, hasn't it?
It's all gone so wrong.
Who's old enough to remember the phrase, it's all gone Pete Tong?
Yeah, I know that. I feel like, I don't know what it's from, I just know
See,
it.
that just depresses me. Like, that's not good, is it? It's not good. This is a lovely recap of what we saw here. It was quite scrappy. It was, the back and forth. compLexity, again, seemed to stabilize quite well after a while. But overall, Cloud9 just held the advantage. Tarek had a great game, too. That was quite nice to see. So, good to see him on form. Showing us a really good matchup overall. But we are waiting to see how this goes down the second half, of course. Things can change. compLexity could really show us a good CT side here. Cloud9, we'll see how they kind of bode on the attack. It could be a good one. Could be falling short. I think I see a P2 Swifty. Could be fun. Show me your moves.
Has Tarek buying that up? He's got himself P250. You kind of love to see it. There's aggression out here towards the top of mid. Okay, the P250 gets nothing done. Peter will just dismember him. compLexity have the man advantage right now. Cloud9. A man down in the pistol round. How do they play this out? What do they do? compLexity rotating Def and Peter over here into B. They're going to feel fine there. Nice and safe, at least for the time being. That is until Skadoodle and the boys head their way. And rotation's going to be quite far out, really, for compLexity. You have Android and yeah, both very deep into the A-bomb site. Well, I say that Android's down in CT, but still. Not going to have support immediately. So you're going to be relying on Def and Peter to buy precious time.
No, FNS. I think you caught a glimpse of it all. Let's see, Automatic in the fight there towards window. Down quite low to 25. Desperately trying to push down FNS, who just holds his own. Doesn't get flustered, doesn't get worried. Def reciprocates that sort of manner. This is big work from him. Desperately trying to hit that shot towards short. But Peter's up to task when it comes to the play towards sight. Bomb now loose, Hope's looking a little lost. A 1v4 is a tall task even for Stewie.
Yeah, it's not meant to be for Stewie as he locks himself in a death. And compLexity win the pistol round. That's what I meant. They're really feeling good about that. A chance to try and bounce back here in the second half. 4 Spy comes in for Cloud9. And they're all going to head over towards A. And actually, if they were to go in now, there's a lot of aggression from compLexity over in middle. There's only one man here inside the A bomb site, and that's EA. The one upside to this for compLexity is they do manage to get control of top and mid, and with that, they get a lot of information. They can hear the footsteps coming in from Cloud9. A smoke just goes down over in middle to try and maintain the illusion that there's going to be a presence here. And seeing as compLexity cleared out the top of mid, they know very well that this is not the case. So now, as they push in, Peter, you imagine, I was going to say Farmsy's up, but no, he's going to fall at the first hurdle. Instead, it's Android to try and answer back, and he will. In with a second, Ye takes damage over here in CT. He has to find something sooner rather than later. Def going to be here to reinforce. Stewie keeps pushing forward. He keeps trying to take the fight with FNS, just holding the murder hold. And this is such a tricky angle to push into if you are FNS. Automatic, that's the dig we need to see from this man. He gets rid of Def. Now there is another, but Automatic. He is unrelenting. The dig does damage. Wants to try and make it a third. Continue the Deagle decapitation streak down into CT. And FNS just has to fall back. He has to relinquish this round. Cloud9, they're going to answer back with an 11th.
Certainly do. This is Big turn of events for Cloud9 and worrying news for Cole, considering their money then gets put into the dumpster, sadly, and the final gun gets removed as well. This is always the issue for the CT side. The moment things get choppy with money, you know you're in that really awkward predicament down to like 2K, 1.5 double eco territory, so they're going to buy up what they can. A quick replay from Automatic, the man who's just been so on point. Incredibly deadly, very, very talented at it as well.
compLexity to try rushing lower tunnels, but Stewie is ever watchful. He's very weary that this play could come in. Oh no, the timing is terrible. He just looks away. Now there's a man out. Stewie, you were so ready. You were so ready for this play. He's able to get one. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome. The rest of the team are pushing down through short, and it would be a disaster now if they lose Stewie up here in apartments. And they do. Android wins that out. Now you have got Rush hanging around to try and do damage, but he's going to keep forcing his way, and he holds apartments and denies such a big portion of this B-bomb site their way. Buys some time as well for compLexity to start to rotate players in. But surely they don't go for this. They don't have a kit. They're very far away, and actually maybe if they find this there, and then they do. Especially with Def just converging onto Rush. He has to find this kill, and he has to find it fast. He starts to push on in.
Oh, that's a big pickup, though. You might want to just keep that one. Surprised he let that go away there, actually. Rush controls Peter, but yeah, definitely a good position to make it her. He probably could find Rush if he goes for it, but that's a nice little pickup there overall for Def. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're kind of wanting rounds here, maybe a bit more impact. Gets a bit tricky at that point, doesn't it? And so far, FNS, not bad. Trade back in. And there we go. That'll be probably how it rests here. Def going to be able to keep hold of the rifle. UMP for Tarek. Not the ideal weapons to keep through. Going to cost a fair amount on the rebuy, but they could just go for the SMGs. So we'll see if they go for that. Let's have a look. No, rifles again. Okay, one UMP, but that was already retained. So, yeah, they could have gone for a bit of farming on the T side, maybe build up some more of the funds, maybe get a buffer, but just going to stick on the rifles here, not going to try and go for those investments, as Def is the one to try and be the playmaker here, try and make some differences happening by taking that fight towards middle, bring that, range into the equation. Doesn't really get much for it, sprays in, but that's about it.
Yeah, Def, the one man with the rifle is alone inside of B, and he's here. And he wants to click on some heads. That is kind of his thing. And as they come his way, he does find some damage. Now he's getting wrapped from both sides. He's been doing a good job of isolating these engagements, but they still win them out in the one-on-ones. So he goes down. FNS going to be able to get nothing done. And Stewie just keeps pushing forward. Cloud9 will be on to a 13th here. There's no doubt about it. As compLexity look to try and hide away. Ooh. Okay, yeah, he's still going to lose that. And now Android and CT doesn't even want to take this fight, doesn't even want to challenge it, but he just is, knows that he could take away an AK potentially. He's going to fall to Automatic, and just like that, Cloud9 onto a 13th. compLexity, they managed to keep Peter alive with the CZ. But that is that.
Yes. It's like Cloud9 want to go have the dinner, get the job done. They're like, all right, Inferno, bit close. Boys, come on. Let's get it going. Let's get the game done and dusted here. And match is paused. Tactical timeout from Cole. They're starting to dwindle here. Can't really blame them for going for that. It's probably a good shout by this point. Definitely a couple of discussions to be had. I feel as though it's kind of hard to characterize a lot of the rounds they're losing just purely because of the fact that some of them are very springboarded by individuals. You had Automatic having good moments, you've had Tarek having some very big impact. It's quite tricky to kind of, well, how do we deal with that? It's not an easy answer. How do you deal deal with one player's talent? It's not such as a tactical response anymore.
Yeah, definitely. And for compLexity as well, whenever they have had they haven't really succeeded in winning out a lot of these opening duels anyway. So that's going to make things that much harder. It feels like they're always playing with a man deficit, which, has definitely been tricky. They finally have an economy built up. I say built up. They had enough to buy into this round. They don't have an economy built up. That's also been a reoccurring problem. That's the kind of mercy of the CT side. Aggression out in towards mid, and yeah, that is a lot of damage found. How has he managed that? Rush and Automatic both tagged down low. And Rush actually, his damage instead came over towards, not a Palace rather, or Ramp. So, yeah, lots done early on here for compLexity. Probably one of the best starts we've seen them have in a while. A real shot at maybe finding a 7th round here if they can keep this going.
Yeah, really tricky for Russian Automatic to find their value now. Kind of down to Stewie, Tarek, and Skadoodle to bring together the play more than anything. And look at this late round aggression. This is very tricky, but it could also turn it back around. Tarek's there. And the shot comes through. Good work towards Android, but Yeaster brings it right back, and it's a 4v4. Tarek tries to do everything he can to keep control of the situation. The bomb's over by Ramp, so it's actually no one by A right now. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to work that out and just go for it, but if they've worked it out, that could be huge. Tarek again manhandles Peter. That's a baffling situation that Peter walks into. They could have had a really big shot considering the damage that they did earlier, but still, Rush is still low. But A looks very vulnerable right now, and Cloud9 are looking to exploit that.
Yes, they are. 3-on-3, the bomb goes down, and Def is a long way away. He's going to go for a lengthy rotate into a T-spawn, and this could make or break the retake. I mean, he is the one who decides how compLexity do. His success can determine the outcome of this round. Yay. And FNS first man in. Actually, FNS, he's able to win out the first. Now Def pounces in the back, and that's exactly what they needed. The pressure's on for Tarek. They're going to peek into it at the same time, and FNS is there. That's the round going the way of compLexity. Going to be a little bit close, but they've got plenty of time. 7 rounds to their name.
Yeah, it gets a little bit closer towards the end. You kind of felt there was a chance that could have spun either way, but does get contained. You feel as though maybe if Tarek was in a better position. It's very hard to play out from Tetris. It's almost impossible from that spot. So again, doing what he can. However, let's look at this now. Let's keep it in mind. 7-13. The money is still decent for Cloud9 here in the aspect of the fact that they have enough for this repurchase. Not much more of a buffer beyond that, though. They're down to about 1k each, give or take a bit. Now, on the other side, again, kind of working what they got. So money can be broken for either side, and this is a full A hit where compLexity don't have a single player like Close Ramp, Palace. It's a very heavy mid lane for Cole. So going to be playing back out from Connector, and I'm really curious about this. Stewie with the boost there? I'm not sure who's that's for. I really don't know that smoke. I mean, interesting what the hell that was for, but Android going to underhand flash his way through. Can't get anything to connect. It's Tarek right as the headline star here. Name up in lights as Android and Yeaster get pushed aside.
Yeah, bomb plant going to come in, and compLexity are already trying to save. FNS able to find one on the exit. But that is not enough to spur them on to go for this. Surely they've started the retreat. They're going to try and, make their way back into this in some capacity. But no, there you go. They've decided enough is enough. Cloud9 get a 14th. And that is music to their ears. compLexity going to be left really hurting after this round. They're going to have enough to get a buy together in the next, saving these 3 weapons. Yeah, he can buy himself, and Peter can drop like a FAMAS over to Android if he's feeling generous.
He's a kind man.
But it's only if he's feeling generous.
Mm-hmm. But you look at those rounds, it does start to get intimidating if you're compLexity. It's like, oh, they're just on double what we're on right now. 14-7, this half has been quite dominant for Cloud9. There's been a couple of hiccups on the way, but the pause comes in. What's the discussion point here? Maybe call again? Yeah, might as well use them all. Why not? You're facing a bit of an awkward situation in the aspect of, you're trailing a hell of a lot. So they need everything they can get, time to talk it over. I don't know what the adjustments will be. Again, they seemed like they maybe had an answer to the mid play that Cloud9 were bringing out, but then Cloud9 just go back to that default on A, and there was no one there. I mean, they catch him in that kind of middle position, very hard to deal with. So it's not easy to be able to control these guys, and if it's not automatic, we've seen Tarek going off. There's been individuals having moments here that don't seem to be able to be squashed.
Yeah, Cloud9 have been unrelenting. Just the kind of raw explosive power as well heading into these rounds. When they need to, they could just all explode into a site and win out those opening duels. So it wouldn't even surprise me if maybe we see them just go for a really fast play here, because compLexity, they're taking the pause. They tried to address the issues over in mid. Cloud9, now's the time that, they changed the pace. They try to catch compLexity off guard. And they've had a lot of success over towards A bomb site. They might just go for a fast A play, kind of depending on how the spawns look.
Well, it does technically seem to happen that Cloud9 do like to go for quite quick hits out of the back of pauses. So I really wouldn't be surprised if they just go for like a quick play somewhere, but we'll see. I don't know what the game plan is for them. It could be Stewie's moment to shine, though. There's 2 players in towards underpass, pass even. I don't know how aware he is, but hyper aware of that. He still finds 2. Leaves Peter going unchecked. He's still there, but so much pressure on middle. And there's already a player up, Cat. Somehow Tarek's made it through, unspotted, unscathed. He's probably going to get to window off the back of this. He has. This is huge. That's going to pin 2 players basically in here. Unless Peter like backs away towards site, he's on stairs, completely vulnerable towards this. And there it is, execution from the back lines, leaving Def and Android a little baffled as to how this happened.
Yeah, the movement there from Tarek was unreal. And now it's Android over here, Connector. You do not fancy his odds. 1v4 effectively till Def gets nearby. And okay, he's dropped the bomb. Skadoodle gets caught out in the open, but Tarek quick on the trade. Def 1v3. Our boy from Britland has to try and come up big, and he does manage to get the first. But Automatic is ruthless and doesn't give him anything else into that round. 15-7, match point in favor of Cloud9, and there is no money left for compLexity.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story here, is the fact that even as compLexity could put up fights, it does feel as though that they've run out of funding. Now, we've had a great game from Tarek in this matchup. We said he's had some good moments. He definitely has strung those together. Bit of a pivotal player. Skadoodle's certainly turned up as well in comparison to the first map, so good to see him finding form here. So they've gone for the gamble stack compLexity. All players essentially towards A, and FNS doing what he can towards B, but Stewie's up for the fight. He goes straight in, Yace is down, but Android strikes, and this guy can deagle. I've learned this very quickly. I'm gonna respect it. And maybe so should Cloud9. Rush gets found. Peter's there. It's a blow to the heart if you're a Cloud9 fan, as 4 players remain for compLexity, and that bomb's kind of stuck in no man's land.
Yeah, they have been able to retrieve it, but Skadoodle now going to fall as well. 2 versus 4. And Stewie being on 3 HP, surely there is no way for them back into this round. You're going to need to see a big hero play come through from this duo for Cloud9. FNS and Android both set up down towards CT. Stewie's going to get smoked off, and he has Automatic trying to push towards him. Only 1 AK's been scavenged. They're going to go out and try and get the bomb.
Hey, these are the rounds that you know Automatic can do wonders in. So, I know the odds look pretty dire for them right now, but the Molotov goes in. That will force out Peter. He's the danger man too. He burns alive. All right, job done on the big kill to find. 1 by Tetris, 1 by CT. Android is there. The Deagle is good for 2. Actually gets 3 overall. We are going even further now. Guns recovered, 3 to be precise. That's great news for compLexity, considering their money was in a really bad spot. Yaster can buy up something, you know, they can maybe spread it out a little bit. They can definitely get back in this round. On the other side, though, this is where it gets danger point for Cloud9 as well. Their money's not phenomenal. They actually might have to kind of abscond away from this. You're already seeing a Deagle on Tarek, 1 on Automatic, and there's your pause. That's going to be Cloud9's discussion point. What do we do with our money going forward? I can imagine the analysis are really kind of boiling through this, talking through what this means for the team and how they're going to go forward in this. They're, you know, the brain trust.
Yeah, Cloud9 have a date with fate, 15-8. And
do you just rhyme when you don't have anything else to
Yeah.
say? Is that it? It's like, I don't have content.
We've been
but
here 8 till
alliteration
late.
and rhymes.
You know,
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
for Cloud9, it's the final straight. And they're going to look to...
Do
Try-
just great.
Yeah, there you
Nice.
go, perfect. You really
Smashed
put the
it.
cherry on top of a perfect, perfect rhyme.
Smashed it.
Here we go. Cloud9 versus compLexity, a poem. And it has to kind of read like one now for Cloud9. They want to try and do damage here. They have to flow. And, well, Tarek over towards apartments. Doesn't find anything early on. Almost does. Kind of looked like he had some insider knowledge as to where FNS was.
Do you reckon he's also got an informant like I had? Is that it? Someone
Maybe
on
he
the phone?
does.
Is that?
Android's looking to move on to Cloud9. So he's dropping the big leaks.
Ooh, damn.
There we go. That's the accusation.
All right, Cloud9. This would be a statement round together. Bomb towards A. Looks like maybe a playthrough underpass, I could imagine, for the other 3 coming through. Maybe a bit of bait towards B, yeah. So it's going to be that pinch coming in. I guess the big problem is Yaster. In fact, he's still got a flash. You can flash really well from that aspect. But they happen to draw a lot of players towards B, so I don't know what's given that away. Maybe the spot earlier on. Bit of a missed flash then. Whatever happens, it's go time now. Def towards Stewie. Def deals with Tarek. The connector play has not come through at all. Until then, Skadoodle will find Def, but he'll be closed on quickly. Does get the reload off, surprisingly so. But it's just automatic left in a 1v3. He has got the first there, but obviously 3 more to find after that. Just simply not the case. And Android's on a mission to make this last.
Yeah, they want to try and long it out. They want to try and pull this through to another overtime. But now the easy streak has officially ended. Cloud9 have a bye. They've got rifles across the board, everything they could possibly need. A little bit limited in terms of utility on Rush and Stewie. Def, you like to see this. The aggression over into middle is going to be there very, very quickly. Takes the peek. Stewie walks into it. He's going to go back for a little bit more. Def's not done yet. Finally, automatic puts him down. And now FNS spotted out. Lands the shot onto Rush. Keep pushing on into him. Automatic and Skadoodle left.
The unlikely duo are going to have to do something miraculous if they even want a chance at this. It's not going to probably happen. But beyond that, we'll see what they can create. The problem is if you look at the positioning, Yeaster in a really awkward one. You've got Android in a good spot. Automatic takes his head off, though. That's very nice. I wonder how aware Automatic is there's a player in A still. It looks like he's aware of the chance, and that's why he's putting Molotovs down towards ramp, smoke to follow. But Skadoodle still has to kind of get there, and that means the jungle's the next kind of threat. If Peter drops down towards middle, then Connector becomes the problem. It's very, very difficult to work this one out. So Skadoodle's going to take the gamble. Face towards jungle, smoke off Connector. Not a bad shout. That's where the problem begins and also ends for now. But here comes Yeaster. This could be it. Oh, the cover's excellent from Automatic. And FNS in the 1v1. Bombs planted. The spray is good. And he survives. Gives compLexity another bite of the cherry. We are not done just yet.
No, we are not. This game is never going to end. 10-15, compLexity, 5 rounds between them and overtime. They want to try and do it all.
It's all right, 30 minutes and it's sunrise in Copenhagen.
There you go, you love
How
to
cool is
see
that?
that. I'll be able to sit down.
I'm going to have a little cup of tea
A nice
on the balcony.
5-hour wait till the next flight. And it'll be a nice scenery to take in.
Oh, yeah.
But for Cloud9, they don't have time to take stock of the scenery. They really have to start to try and pull around back. I mean, they've had so many opportunities to do so, and compLexity have had their number every single time in the last few. Now there's Ye and Android over here towards
Why are you
Palace.
pressing down WSD right now?
I just always do instinctively. I like to feel like I'm influencing the game in some way. You're like, what would I do if I was Automatic right now?
Sneezed. Excuse me. Woo.
Happens to the best of us. It's all good.
Okay, 15-10. CZ's out. Armor's up. And we will be getting a flash and a smoke in hand for Cloud9. Double Up still out to play for compLexity. Kind of hard for them to see a world where they don't succeed with that. And now, smokes go up. This is going to be it. Hit comes through. Spray goes in. Yeaster's pretty solid here. Automatic trades it well. Android now next in line. You're surely not going to expect a second player here. You don't. And that's where the danger begins. This becomes a problem. And Android is loving this. Every second of it. We are back with a bit of a competitive game here. 11-15. I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on next to me. And I'm confused as to what's going on in game.
Well, it's turning into a competitive game, so the competitiveness at the desk is also heating up, switching out casters mid-game.
Where has he gone? Why has he left me?
He's gone into the ether. He's had enough, Lauren.
But Halvor. But why?
Why? There are planes to be caught. That's the situation we're looking at. And Peter looking to find some frags as well. Android follows up as well, and Rush finally got to find an answer for Cloud9 here. Still all tucked away in shadows. Cloud9 struggling to get onto the bomb side here, but Rush is going to find Yeaster. Like, yeah.
You were the missing secret. You were what was holding Cloud9 back. Get Harry out of there. Get Halvor in. It took one round, and clearly this is the difference, apparently. Rush and Automatic left to lock this down. Molotov still in check, plenty of time available. Good positioning in CT as well. The stairs has already kind of been noted, and here we go. This is about to get very exciting.
Definitely is. A couple of nades still left on the side of complexity. No Molotov still to clear out any of the nooks and crannies here. Automatic's actually going to find death as well, and FNS takes some damage down to 8 HP. There's 2 members to find as well, and this could very well be it. It's down to the 1v1, and he has to get on the bomb. Time's ticking. Flash, and Rush is going to close it out. 3K from Rush to finally get Cloud9.
Hav will never leave me as a co-caster.
I'll never do it again.
Never leave me again. And oh, what an incredible game that was. A bit of a marathon to say the very least, but yeah, in the end, we actually did get Cloud9 splitting the series overall, of course, 1-1 throughout, but a bit of a surprise, I think, for all of us here.
Definitely a surprise. complexity showing, you know, that grind and grit mentality, staying in it for the long, for long periods of it. I definitely didn't expect that from them. Figured this would be a bit of an easy go of it for Cloud9.
You'd feel as though, but I do think we are ready for the one and only Trez to take it back over. Stunner, how are you feeling after that one? It's been a long day, my friend. Are you ready to wrap this one up?
Well, Lauren, as you could tell, things were just a little bit hectic. We had a little bit of precipitation here in the southern region. No, I just wanted to do that. I've been waiting to do that all season. Let's go ahead and get into the stuff that matters, though. That's today's results. Because we had just about 4 games total here on the North American stream. One might even think it was more than that. We can see Optic and Renegades going the full distance there. Optic coming out the better, but nonetheless, there was a trade in maps for the night between both them and the complexity Cloud9 game. That's right, Cloud9 has dropped the map to complexity, 19-17. Moving along, though, in the next 2 weeks, we will have the next set of matches. That's right, we're not back next week, of course. Match day 13 will be in just about 2 weeks, but you can see the schedule right here. The one that you might want to look out for, maybe this Renegades complexity game. That's the one I'm going to be gunning for myself, thinking that that's going to be the showtime. And, well, with that being said, I do believe that's just about all she wrote. I absolutely appreciate and adore every single one of you. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, to include the production, their family members, my family members, and your sister. We're going to be taking it away from here. See you guys next week.